Well, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. I pray that you are having a marvelous hump day. It is Wednesday. I almost said April, March. It is Wednesday, March 11th. I am like really like I'm projecting, right? I'm already into April. Um, hey, hey everybody. I'm really happy to be here with you today. I really am. It is amazing. My nugget for today is when you think of the goodness of Jesus, right? And so I have been reflecting, literally, I have been reflecting on what I shared with you yesterday when Apostle Dwight Buckner said in his message yesterday about dealing with windows and not walls. And this one line in the whole message, like, so resonated within me that it has really like, whew, yeah, I don't know if you've ever been to that place where you can tangibly feel the weight lift off of you, and I really mean that. I tangibly woke up this morning and was just like, first of all, I slept last night. Took me a while. It was probably after midnight before I finally fell asleep, but I slept. When I slept. It was a restful sleep. And I woke up this morning just right on time for early morning prayer. And I remember coming off the prayer call and just thinking how revived and literally invigorated I felt. I just felt like, who? And I had some crazy dreams, and I'm still trying to put them together because I'm asking God. There was a couple of scenes that I can remember out of the dreams, and I'm trying to ask God for an interpretation of it. But whatever it was, this morning I felt relief. You know how you carry a burden, and no matter how you're saying you're trusting God and you're walking in faith, and all of that may be true, but you still feel the weight of it. You still feel the burden. And that's what I have been walking in. I'm serious. And I just, we decree, we declare, we make affirmations, we do all of these different things, but they don't always work like, okay. and trust me, I believe God. I promise you I believe God. But the key was that one line. And he said, you are sitting in answered prayers right now. And I had to stop and think, because I'm sitting in my home. And I was just like, oh my God. And it immediately took me back to what God did to put us in this home, to find it, to fund it, to close on it. And this ain't no little house, y'all, to do all of that in 3 weeks. That was the goodness of God. He showed up. And I was just like, you know what? You are so not a respecter of circumstances either. We say that God is not a respecter of persons, but he's not a respecter of circumstances. Every circumstance that you are walking through is important to him, just like it is important to you. And sometimes we just need that little nudge. We need that little reminder of who God really is in our life. And it changes the perception of what we're walking through, the how we're viewing it, the lens that we're looking at it through. It changes. It changes. So my nugget today is when I think on the goodness of Jesus. There's a song. I know if y'all old school, if y'all been walking with the Lord a while, you know this song. When I think the goodness of Jesus, my soul cries out, hallelujah. I thank God for loving me. I thank God for loving me. When you start to focus on that burden, you can't carry it anymore. You can't. So I'm here today, prayerfully, to put you in the same mindset that I was placed into yesterday. And that is thinking on the goodness of Jesus, knowing that if he did it yesterday or last year or 5 years ago. It does not matter when you think of the goodness of Jesus and all he has done for you. Your soul will cry out, hallelujah, and you will thank God for loving you. He is not a respecter of circumstance. So whatever you're walking through today, he cares just as much about you and the circumstance as he did for the last one. All right? All right. That's it. That's my nugget for today. I pray that you have an absolutely positively fantabulous day. All right. And you know I love you with the love of Christ. And I wouldn't change that for the world. God bless you.